Hey everybody, welcome to an all new video with Matt. Today I'm going to show you how to make this yard size tic-tac-toe board, but first you're going to need a few things. Alright guys, let's real quickly go over our cut sheet. I'm going to hold this up right here so you guys can pause that right there and write that down and get a good look at it, right? So let's go ahead and go through everything we're going to need. On our 4x4 blocks, right? What we're going to need is 10 cut out at 4.5 inches. So that means on your 4x4, you're going to have to come measure 4.5, measure it, cut that block, do it again, do that so that you have 10 blocks, right? So on our 2x4 lumber, what we're going to need to do is cut 2 boards out at 18.1/8 inches. Then you'll need to cut out 4 at 15 inches. And then you'll need to cut out 6 at 4 inches. Alright guys, so let's get started building the frame. The first thing I want to do is take my two 18.1/8 boards here and here, lay them that way, and then I want to take 2 of my 15-inch boards. I'm going to put one on the inside corners just like that, and put the other one in the inside corners just like that. And you can go ahead and screw or nail those together, whichever one you're using. I'm going to be using my air nailer, but like I said, you can use screws or nails to put these together. So go ahead and get your main frame right there built first. Alright guys, so the next thing that we want to do now that we've got our main frame right here built is you want to take your tape measure or ruler, you want to stick it in one corner right here, and you want to come over to 4 inches and mark it at 4 inches, and then you'll come over to this other corner just like this and mark another mark at 4 inches. So you got that 4-inch mark and that 4-inch mark. So go ahead and pop that with your speed square right now. Then you can just take one of your little short blocks that you've cut out, line it up nice and straight flat with that line, and just trace that, and that will be like a little guide for you on that side. And you'll need to do that on the other side just like you did there with the 4-inch. You need to go ahead and measure 4 inches there, make your mark, and then come over to this side 4 inches, make your mark. Repeat that like you did on that side, and then for this side right here it is the exact same thing. You want to come to this first corner right here, you want to mark it at 4 inches right there guys, 4 inches, and then you want to do the exact same thing, come over to this corner, mark it at 4 inches, and then you do the same exact thing, just line you up a block right there and pop your line. That's just going to help you line everything up nice and straight when we go to put our inserts in. So go ahead and get all of your 4-inch marks made and get your little trace lines put on there, and also go ahead and do it on the other side also. Again, 4 inches in this corner, mark, 4 inches from this corner, mark. Alright, so the next step we want to do guys is take another one of our 15-inch boards. Want to go ahead and stick it in right here, get your lines lined up, and go ahead and take 2 of your 4-inch boards right here guys, and just get them lined up. And then to help you out, you can also measure off of here just like you did with the outside lines. You can measure from here, mark your 4-inch mark, mark your 4-inch mark right there. Just get those nice and tight, and what I like to do first is line it up. Go ahead and shoot my nails in from this side first like that, and then I will use my hand to hold it real nice and tight and just shoot my little nails right in here just like that. So that will get us started, so let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, so the next step is to take 2 more of your 4-inch blocks and another one of your 15-inch pieces right here guys, and you're going to do the same thing. You can pretty much just eyeball it from there, or you can go and get real close with it with your tape measure and measure those out. So what you want to do is pretty much is go ahead and shoot them in from this side, and go ahead and get these in also in place nice and tight. Now for this side though, since you're going to have them lined up, we're not going to be able to get the nail in the side. So what you want to do is go ahead and just shoot you one in the top at an angle, like at a 45 like that, and then you'll have to flip it over and get one at an angle at a 45 underneath of it, guys. So go ahead and get that part done, get that nailed up, and then you will be ready for your last two blocks right here. You'll go ahead and get those in also, get those nice and lined up with everything else, and you'll have to do the same thing on this part too. You will have to shoot them in at an angle here and here, flip it over, get it on the other side, and you go ahead and shoot them in straight on in right there and there. So go ahead and get everything nailed, screwed together, whatever you're using, and then we'll be ready to stain our piece. Alright guys, so I'm just going to paint my main baseboard right here with some like off-whitish grayish paint right here, and then what I'll do with the blocks is stain them with a dark color. And as you can see, I went ahead and stained all of my blocks right here. I'm using a Jacob bean stain right there. Give it a nice like light and dark brown color, almost kind of like a pecan is what it kind of looks like to me. But yeah, we're going to let those continue to dry some more outside, and then we'll be ready to go back in with these blocks. Guys, so next I'm going to take some 3/8 plywood that I have, and I just want to take my piece, line it up nice and straight with one of the corners right here, just like that. Get it nice and lined up, and then I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to trace out this piece for the base right here and cut that out. So if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You don't have to put a backing on it, but I prefer the backing though. So we're going to go ahead and get that piece cut out and go ahead and get it painted. Alright, so once you've got your base painted on one side and it's dry, you can now go ahead and nail or screw that down in place. Doesn't really matter if you use nails or screws. I'm just going to use nails that I got on hand, guys. Just line it up real good where you cut it out and made your lines. Shoot you a couple of nails like right here, 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 and here, and do it the same way all the way around. Go ahead and get that attached, and then you can go ahead and paint this. That way the paint will paint right over your nails or screws. Alright guys, there you go. We got our X's and our O's on. I just printed some right off of the Cricut machine right there, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful week ahead. Peace.